Okay, so I guess we are rolling again. There is an album coming up with my what I call my dream team trio. We have a lot of stuff on my channel live, and I still have a few live gigs that I want to put up that I haven't edited yet, and also some recording we did here last summer, some more ballad oriented stuff, but and right now there is actually an ongoing thing with the things coming out on my channel, also from a session this summer here where we have an amazing piano player called Carl Winter playing with us. And we did that one day, and another day before or after, we recorded like a ballad day where I record everything on a Strat, because I've been, as you may have noticed on this channel, the past year I've been heavily into my childhood hero Mark Knopfler again, and I wanted to do something to combine the jazz side and the Mark Knopfler love that I have, and they said yes to do it, and we recorded some, and these two things were meant to go on record, but I wasn't quite happy enough with it. So we're doing those as YouTube releases, because I actually filmed everything, so that is coming up too, but I'm doing some keyboard overdubs and percussion stuff and on that, and that takes a long time. So sometime in the spring, I think I will have the other recording day ready for as YouTube videos. Okay, so with all that said, we went into the studio like a month ago, maybe a little more, and we recorded another take on a kind of a ballad album where I wanted to play a Strat thing and make it the songs are a little bit shorter, so it's a little bit easier to digest for most people, and more to the point, presenting the themes and the melodies and the songs a little bit stronger, I guess, than having a 20-minute long solo track, so with a lot of soloing on it. So I made all new songs for that record. We did that, and I've done more production on that than previously, and they said cool, the trio, and I want to play you some snippets from that upcoming album. I think here in March there will be 3 singles, and then the rest of the album on Spotify and all those streaming places. And that music will not go on YouTube in its entirety, because that conflicts with the Spotify chances and stuff like that. So keep an eye out on the streaming thing for the first single, which will be around the middle of March here somewhere, so not so long from now. And the first track I want to play just I think maybe 3 snippets from this record that I think turned out very well. Um, this is the first track on the album. I called it "On the Edge," and it's heavily inspired by the one of my favorite Eric Clapton songs from the 80s and 90s called "Edge of Darkness" that he did with Michael Kamen for a film score. Originally, the sound is very thin on that, but they made this amazing version with a live orchestra on the 24 Nights album. And I always loved that one. So I wanted to do a track that's a little bit a spin off on that. And I actually programmed on this whole album, I programmed some orchestral strings on actually on plugins together with some pads from my good keyboard over here to make it that kind of epic sounding thing that I wanted it to. So you can hear a minute or something here from the first track, "On the Edge." Major minor thing, major 7th chord minor, very Sting kind of thing. Yeah, I really dig that one. And I've been listening to this album for the past, I think it's been about a month or something since I finished this. Maybe it's 2 months ago that we actually recorded this stuff. But this is a very Eric Clapton inspired thing from that Edge of Darkness. The track is called "On the Edge." Okay. The next, I think I will show you 4 clips here. The next one is perhaps my favorite track on the whole upcoming album, and it's gonna be the second single, and I think it will be out in April or May or something. This one is very much inspired by an acoustic album that John Scofield did in the 90s called Quiet, and he had this song on there that's called "After the Fact," which is a 3/4 time signature, like jazz waltz kind of thing. And I've never really done, I've never written a tune in that kind of feel. So this was new for me, and I think it turned out really good, and it has some strong resemblance of some stuff from that original track. I called this track "After the Rain," and I'm very pleased with the strings and orchestral stuff also on this one. And check out Anders' jazz waltz drumming. It's just Oops, forgot to actually turn up the volume on this. Okay. Trills. This is really like Mark Knopfler meets jazz. Yeah, man. That kind of flow and the grace that Anders placed this 3/4 time feel with is just really outstanding, just beautiful. Everything I could have hoped for in this context. Now I want to play you a little clip from a tune called Laney, maybe, and it's named after Laney Stern, Mike's wife. Not because she's Mike's wife, but because I grew up listening to her records in the 90s, which is some completely amazing, beautiful records she did. I especially like, what's the titles of those albums? Shadow. I don't know. Normally I remember all that stuff, but well, there's a blue one where she. Where the band consists of Zach Danziger and Wayne Krantz on guitar and Paul Sokolov and Lincoln Goyen on bass, and a lot of the compositions are just beautiful, and David Sanborn all over that record also. Why can't I remember the crazy? Normally it's just I've known these all my life. That record, and I should have done a little bit of research. But the thing is, these records, you can't even find them on streaming, which is really a shame. No, I don't have the CDs lying. I don't have the CDs lying around here right now. And she made a few more that I really love from the same period. There's one called 10 Songs, and there's another one with Dennis on it where he uses the songs Bubbles and Low Blow and Bruce, which is a Mike Stern tune they play on her record there, which is completely amazing. Alan Caron on fretless bass and Dennis Chambers just best shape of his life, and Bob Malek on saxophone on that album, I think. There's a track called Chord and Spark that's amazing too, and so many fantastic. There are like 3 records that I really, really love, and on the record called 10 Songs, there is a actually a 3/4 time or 3/8 time song that's I think it's called something Ellen, Mary Ellen or something, and this next song, long description here. This next clip is very much inspired by that beautiful song, and I just called it Lenny or Laney. I know Mike always says Laney. Lenny Stern. But here's a little clip on that. And on most of this album, there are actually 2 or 3 guitar tracks. I wanted to make a really just not necessarily a live sounding album, but just a great sounding album where I use the guitar for different things. And I think we will do some more where I do this. Okay, so this track is called Laney, and this is going to be the first single, which will come out in the middle of March. And again, I have to actually turn up the volume. And with a little knopfler kind of picking. It's kind of a sad and a feel-good track at the same time. Yeah. So I hope you will keep an eye out and check out these songs when This is, as I said, it's gonna be the first single to be released in March. And we have a Spotify guy that's really into this stuff and pitching this music for, I guess, some playlists and stuff. I have no idea about that Spotify world, and I have absolutely no interest in it. But I would, it would be lovely if you would check out the music. That's really all I care about, sharing the passion. And the last one, there are several more on this record. But the last one is actually also a very John Scofield inspired track from probably my favorite album of his called Still Warm. They play this slow trance like track as the last tune on the record called Jill B643. Jill Evans, I have no idea. B643, is that a Hammond organ of or some? I have no idea what that means. That could actually be fun to check out someday. If any of you know the reasoning for that title, please let me know in the comments. I called this track that's inspired by that one. I call this Sco B643. I thought that was a very nice homage. So here's a little clip of that one. And that's gonna be the third single, I think, in May, I think. Yeah. This also reminds me a little of my love affair with the Miles Davis period from the 80s with his electric fusion thing where all my favorite players kind of got well known, including Scofield. So that kind of one chord vibe, very moody thing, messing with the chords and voicings and stuff like that. Yeah, I really love that, and the keyboard kind of thing helps a little bit with some of that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. This is actually kind of a guitar sound for this stuff that I'm very much into at the moment. I think it combines my inspirations from, especially from the Robin Ford thing, the Mike Stern thing, and the Scofield side of things. And I can even do some of the kind of Clapton thing. But I think this sound and this guitar on the bridge pickup with this kind of pickup here, rail type pickup that I really like. I think that's a very pretty unique take on that. So I think that's actually something I think the next couple of recordings we will do will be with kind of this stuff. But this next album called The Gentle Side of Dream Team, with a lot of ballads and stuff, primarily ballad album. This is it's all done. I've recorded everything right here in my home studio in this very chair. And yeah, and I will do that for of course the two other guys we recorded at another place. And I think I will do that with we are going in the studio to record again for 2 days here in March. So the plan is to record 2 albums more to be released maybe later this year. And actually we already have two albums that was finished like 1.5 years ago, which is all nylon guitar with a little bit of MIDI stuff with it. So this album is coming out, and we have 2 acoustic, well, me playing acoustic albums waiting to be released, and we're gonna record 2 more, and we have more coming up on the YouTube channel. So there's crazy amounts of good album recordings already done. We already released 3 albums the past 2 years. But the one coming out right now is very special to me. And I'm happy that the guys wanted to play to just put up with me doing my incorporating the more bluesy pop rock kind of thing into it. And we'll see how the next albums are going to turn out. But right now, let's just focus on this upcoming album. And I hope you will check it out. Long video again. I can't do short things. It's like I say to my friends and girlfriend and family, I've never been able to do anything quickly or shortly. I'm way too engaged in details and stuff like that. See you in the next video, and please check out this album on Spotify when it comes out. I I will see when I don't have the pre-save link or the link for the first single yet, unfortunately. But when I do, maybe I'll do another video, or I'll try to put the link in this description for this video, stuff like that. If you follow me on Facebook, maybe Instagram, I will probably share something there. But I'm turning quite a lot away from social media. I'm really, really tired of it. And I almost never use Instagram anyway. It's been that way for, I don't know, a year almost. My interest in Instagram has just been degrading, vanishing, whatever you want to call it. And I'm trying to cut back on the Facebook thing because I don't think social media brings anything of value to my life. So you can, you're welcome to try to follow me on Facebook, definitely. But I will mostly do just here on YouTube, or message me on YouTube. I would much rather stay on this platform because that's actually the only online platform that interests me. That's YouTube. So you can have a look out for in a couple of weeks, the first 3 weeks or maybe 4, I'm not quite sure. I'll let you know, and otherwise follow me here on YouTube and maybe on Spotify and those places as well. You can just search Steffen Brix. Good. Have a nice one. See you soon.